Soldier Field opened back in 1924 with the Bears becoming tenants in 71, and what a home field advantage. Just off Lakeshore Drive, nestled next to Lake Michigan. That's where you find historic Soldier Field in the great city of Chicago, Illinois. Just a short time ago, this crowd loud enough to shake the foundations of this nearly century-old building. They are ready for football indeed in Chicago as their guys get set to do battle with the Cincinnati Bengals. Here's Demir Bird to return from his end zone. First carry now for David Montgomery. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now. Now it's Fields. Gets this to his running back, Tariq Cohen. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 23 yards the pickup there. A nice throw right there. And Charles, this is game number 2 in the NFL for this young rookie. His guys getting the victory last week, and he played pretty well by most accounts. Curious, what did you see?
I saw something similar to what you described, Brandon, because I saw a guy who looked the part, a guy who was in command, not just with the touchdown passes, but definitely looked to be in control of the offense as well. And you and I both know that's often uncommon for a rookie quarterback.
On second down, Montgomery. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on third down. From the gun, here's Fields. Now the hook up here to Allen Robinson. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. A good pick up there of 20 yards. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. Allen Robinson, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Here's Fields. Man open is Robinson. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. 22 yards there, a 1st down. First and 10 at the 10-yard line. Yo. 59 mark, 59 mark. Check. Hey, watch the screen. Now a give running left with Montgomery. And he's going to battle his way down right around the 2-yard line. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. And off comes to Montgomery. And I think they stopped him again. They did at the 1-yard line. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1. This will be play number 9 coming up on this relatively long opening drive as they look to convert on 3rd down. They'll run it. Here's Montgomery. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. Nothing doing on 2nd and 3rd down after that 9-yard gain on 1st. Santos' kick is up and through. So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal. And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move. Phillips, he's not going to bring this one out, so they will begin the drive at the 25. Going to lead up the Bengals here, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Now it's Burrow. This goes out wide from Nixon. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Well, this offense will definitely utilize him as a weapon out of the backfield because he was close to 100 yards receiving a week ago. So they will try to get him the football in space as they did right there. Operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. There's the rookie from LSU. It's Jamar Chase. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down. Looks like he's going to get a couple here on this 1st down carry, and that'll make it 2nd and 8. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And he's going to take this down close to a 1st down at about the Bears' 34. off the play fake. Here's Burrow. He's going to let this go for the end zone. And that'll be caught. Touchdown, Bengals. It's Tyler Boyd. Tyler Boyd, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Bengals have taken the lead. Evan McPherson for the extra point. And this is up and good to make it 7-3.
Next to score, Bengals 7, Bears 3.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Here's Demir Berg to return from his end zone.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports.
Bears 3.
Back to Montgomery on second down. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a third down. They just do get the play off as he'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Trey Hendrickson gets in there to drop him for a loss of 13 yards, and it's also fourth down now. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. So on fourth down, on is the punter, Pat O'Donnell, to kick it away. This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds.
At their own 28-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments. As long as you go through your proper reads and progressions, the drag route can be one of those old reliable plays because usually it's good for a good chunk of yardage as we just saw there.
And those guys like it, right? They can get the ball with a full head of steam.
Especially against man coverage, because man coverage, you're typically running away from someone and not worried about traffic coming out on the other end.
On second and inches, Burrow. He'll drop this one down to Mixon, and he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Burrow on play action. He'll air this one out for Boyd. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. Give him 30 yards there. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Burrow looking to pass. That one taken in by T. Higgins. 7 yards, the pickup there.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the Bears' 19-yard line.
Second down and 3. From the gun to give to Mixon. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
On 3rd down, Mixon. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Joe Mixon, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bengals add on to their lead. Well, this offensive unit, yeah, they were solid in the opening week victory, and now they are looking just as sharp here in week 2.
And that's exactly what you want, too, because you want to get better each and every week and really ramp up as the season goes on. I know it's still early in the season and a lot can happen, but this offense, they look like they're going to be fun to watch each and every time out.
So after the made field goal, here's McPherson to send this one away. Here's Demir Bird to return from his end zone. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Their deficit is 11, 14-3, and needing to get something going here as they come up on 1st and 10. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half. A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in his 2nd week of the regular season. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Chicago. Well, CD, when you combine accuracy with a big arm, you get throws like that. And Justin Fields may very well be making these kinds of plays at the pro level for years to come.
And I'm telling you, nothing will let him a crowd more than a play like that. Here in the stadium, all eyes were on the receiver streaking downfield, and you know everyone was thinking, throw it, he's open. What a connection there for the touchdown.
Here comes Darius Phillips out of the end zone.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
A good start to the drive. Here's that's caught out on the left side. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down.
Here we go. Ready? And hot.
Burrow will throw. He completes it to Boyd. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1 at the Bears' 49-yard line.
They'll come up now on 2nd and a yard. Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I'll bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
Here we go. Here we go. Ready?
First down. Here's Burrow. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that is caught at the 10-yard line. And finally out of bounds inside the 5 at the 4. Every defensive staff harps on limiting explosive plays. Job not so well done there.
Yeah, they talk about it all the time. A lot harder to stop, though, isn't it? And when you think of an explosive play, most offensive staffs define them as passes of 20 or more yards and runs of 15 or more yards.
They went zooming past that number there. They scored touchdowns on drives 1 and 2, and now they're trying to make it a perfect 3 for 3 to start. They're passing here. Joe Burrow toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Just nowhere to go with the football. He was forced to put that one into Lake Michigan. I think his receivers have to do a better job of working free because he didn't have anywhere to go at all on that play.
Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line, 2nd and goal. And he is in. Touchdown, Bengals. Jamar Chase, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bengals are able to grow their lead. Heck of a start to his season. He had 2 touchdowns in the opener last week, another one here in week 2.
Well, I don't want to call him a touchdown machine this early, but sometimes you get locked in, and you feel good about things. You get into that zone, and those touchdowns come in bunches. He may be off to that kind of a start.
It's like he was shot out of a cannon. I would imagine success this early, great momentum going forward for the rest of the year.
He keeps this up, they'll soon be chanting MVP anytime he touches the ball.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell.
Nowhere for Fields to turn, and down he goes. Larry Ogunjobi coming right up the gut, gets in there for a loss of 9. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Flushed out right. That is caught by the former Gator Antonio Callaway. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31. Just like that, out of danger and up past the 40 now for 1st and 10. Here's Fields. He sets to fire deep. And that is caught at the 10-yard line. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number one.
First and goal at the 4-yard line.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Back to throw, Fields. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at second down. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. Second and goal from the 1.
Switch. You go tight. You got tight. You got tight right there. 22, check, over. 22, check, over.
A final shot before the break. Fields. Flush to his right. And he's got his man. That's Robinson. Touchdown Bears. Allen Robinson. As time expires in the first half. And the Bears get a late touchdown here on the final play of the first half. Now the point after try for Santos. And he's got it to make this a 21-17 game. So we have reached halftime here, and it's the visiting Bengals out in front as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
These two coaching staffs likely going through their final adjustments for the second half. One of these teams is going to emerge 2-0. But who will it be? To find out, let's go back to Brandon and Charles.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Bengals drive about to get going.
Hey, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
They couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, one-score game. First and 10 here.
Now a throw here to his running back. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games, and we're seeing a pretty good one right now. Hotly contested in the third quarter.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
4 yards on the pickup. Second and 6.
Here we go. Hot. Go.
To the air again, Burrow. To Mixon on the check down. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. Give him 6 on the play, and that's going to make it third down and less than a yard.
Here we go.
They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. Mixon with a first down and more. And he's going to get it down to the 14-yard line.
54 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point. Here's a first and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Now Joe Mixon. And he's brought down. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
This offense continues to be a hot knife through butter. 3 drives, 3 scores, and knocking on the door again on drive number 4. Mixon.
And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. On second and goal. Burrow. That's to Chase. He's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati. Jamar Chase with his second touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Bengals take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 11.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Here's Damiere Byrd to return from his end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
For most people, the excitement of a kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shoulder into ball carrier, and down he goes.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
To throw again on second down, Fields. And they'll go back to Robinson. This time he's got him. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Fields on first down. And this will be caught by Mooney.
His second catch. This one not quite as dynamic as his first. And it's second down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
On second down now, it's Montgomery. Montgomery, a first down and then some. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A big hitter there, a first down gain of 26 yards.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Glad you're with us from Soldier Field in Chicago. Third quarter here, 2nd and 10. A shotgun snap, Fields.
He's going to take a shot for the end zone.
And he's got Mooney in the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. Darnell Mooney.
28 yards. And the Bears have cut it to within a score. Now the Bears keeping the offense on the field and going for 2. They'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right.
And he'll get in for the 2 points, and that'll cut the deficit down to just a field goal. Well, I guess the coach looked at the 2-point cheat sheet, said go for it, get it to a 3-point game, and they did it.
Yeah, and sometimes you just throw out time of game. You don't worry about that. There's just a feel sometimes in making that call, and he felt good about what he had for a 2-point conversion, and now they're only down 3 and feeling great about themselves.
The Bengals drive about to get going. Their lead down to a field goal now as they start with a 1st and 10. Throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A really good pickup of 28 yards. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 47. A handoff to Mixon. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Burrow. This goes out wide for Mixon. Flashed the stick skills, but didn't get a ton from it. Stopped short of the 35. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Bengals on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football. Got a man. It's Chase. He completes it. And he is going to have a Bengals 1st down, and he'll have it by plenty as they're able to keep the drive alive on 3rd and inches. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Burrow going to fake to mix it and now look to throw. Going for Burton, and he's got it. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5.
And these guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the 4th quarter.
So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Throwing again, it's Burrow. Caught on the slant. That's good for a gain of 6. 2nd and goal. Here's a run with Mixon. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. Mixon again. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Joe Mixon, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bengals, they widen their lead. So it was the passing game that got him down here, but closer to the goal line, it's the running game that gets him home.
Certainly appears that they lulled the defense into thinking that the passing game was going to be it the entire drive. Nice change up there going to the running game to get him over the goal line.
So after the made field goal, here's McPherson to send this one away. Here's Damiere Byrd to return from his end zone. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the fourth quarter. This drive becomes very critical. And now the drive starts with a completion out to the right. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. 7 yards the pick up there.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. From the gun, it's a give to Montgomery. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
On 1st and 10, here's Fields. Man open is Robinson. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Now a 1st down throw, Fields. This one swung out to Montgomery. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. This gain not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Here we go. Here we go.
On 1st down, it's Fields. Eluding the pressure right. Oh, no, he lost the football.
Partner, that one looked like it was over. I mean, they had control, had the football, and the defense had to make a play in order to keep them in the game. That's exactly what they did.
And now that door ajar, 2-score game, so hold on here, not done in the 4th. Following the fumble recovery, Fields. Touchdown! David Montgomery, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bears have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. See, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you've got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone. The Bengals drive about to get going. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You've got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run? It got his man complete. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Well, fair to say that when you're looking at guys that can run like the wind, you often find them at the wide receiver position. And that was special there. And McPherson on for the extra point. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Makes the score Bengals 42, Bears 32.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Here's Demir Bird to return from his end zone. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now, but let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. 2nd and 10. Fields. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. Cole Kmet, the intended receiver. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Throwing on third down, Fields. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Larry Ogunjobi in for the sack. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
On fourth down, Fields. It's caught on the right side by Robinson. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on fourth down.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
On first down, Fields. Buying time to his left. Room to run inside the 40. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 34. Here's Fields. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. And the lead is down to a field goal now. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. No return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Bengals drive about to get going. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. Jamar Chase, the intended receiver. And it's 2nd down. Here we go with Burrow. He's got Burton here. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That one covers 29 yards. First down. Absolutely ideal there. Get a good size play, get out of bounds.
Well, you saw the coaching there. That is taught and it is emphasized. Get out of bounds, understand your situation, as well as just understanding the game.
And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. 77 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. That one looks like he'll throw here. Flushed out right. Oh, no, he lost the football. And this is picked up by the Bears. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. We know he's got the speed to get downfield, Charles, but there's the negative side. A little loose with the football that time.
And that's normal, especially when you have his type of talents, because you feel like you're into the open field, and maybe you don't feel the people who are around you or closing in. All quarterbacks have to do extra ball security drills with the way the game's played now, because defenses, they attack the football as much as they attack the runner.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
They practice this all the time.
They practice it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this situation. They think they can go ahead and get it done.
They practiced it. We'll see if practice makes perfect. He's back to throw. Steps away to his left. And he'll be forced out of bounds shy of the line of scrimmage, so that'll be credited as a sack.
And once he got out of the pocket, you thought that maybe he'd take off with it, especially here in the 2-minute drill. Sometimes defenses are focused so much downfield that there's room to run, but this time he decided to throw it unsuccessfully.
On third down, they go Montgomery. Runs over him. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in quarter number 4. Back to throw. Flush to his right. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. Coverage there by Von Bell.
Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle, so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
Back to throw. Oh, what a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. Fields to the veteran Robinson for the Chicago first.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there.
And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Mike Hilton. And they'll have the football, but deep in their own territory as he's brought down at the 5. When the rookie QB gets his first touchdown pass, that's one you put in the trophy case. First career interception, that's going to be one he wants to forget.
Yeah, and he's not going to go ask for the football, right? No. Yeah, you can keep that one. The key for him, what does he learn from it? When he watches the tape, does he have an answer right now where he already understands what mistake he made? That's what the coaches are going to want to know, and that's what they'll grill him on and see how he grows from it.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down, but a nice little gain. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can